Hi guys, welcome to my live guys. We are doing the neon names once again. Welcome back everybody. Welcome to my live guys. We are doing the neon names. Get your names done guys. Welcome to my live everybody. All right guys. Who's going to be first everybody? Let's go guys. Welcome to my live. Drop your names in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe and comment your name in the chat. Let's go everybody. Welcome to my live. We are doing the neon names once again. I've got you guys the neon marker. I've ordered some more and I got them. So I'm gonna start. Everybody, get your names done, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Who's going to have their first name? Their name to be the first one. All right, let's go, guys. Everybody, welcome in. Drop your names, guys, in the comments. Welcome to my live. We are doing the neon names. I'm doing neon name writing for you all. It's going to be like some glowing names that we do in this glowing neon marker. Everybody, get your names done, guys. Welcome to my live, everybody. Let's go, guys. Hi, how are you? What name do you want me to write for you? Please let me know in the comment, guys. Everybody, drop a name in the comment and let's begin. Hi, Max. How are you, Max? All right, you are first, Max. You got your glowing neon name done. Next we have is, who's that? Ari, hi. What name do you want me to write for you? All right, guys, everybody, drop your names, guys, in the comments. Hi, Avery. How are you, dear? Thank you so much. Let's go, everybody. All right, Avery. Then who do we have, guys? Welcome to my live, everybody. Get your names done. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. I love you. Hi, Joy. How are you doing today? All right, you got your name here. Everybody, we are doing the glowing neon names for everybody. So get your names done. Hi, Lily. Thank you so much, Lily. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe, and get your names done. Then we have Lizzie in the chat. All right, Lizzie, here is your glowing neon name. All right, who's next, guys? That's great. How's everybody doing today, guys? Then we have is Louie. How are you, Louie? Thank you so much. Welcome to my live. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe. Then we've got Grace in the chat. How are you, dear Grace? Here you go, Grace. You got your glowing name done. Then we have is Riley. Here you go, Riley. All right, who's next, guys? Everybody, welcome in. Sophia, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sophia. Have a great one. Then we've got Luna in the chat. How are you, dear Luna? Here you go. Your name has been done. Then we have is Sarah. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Sarah. All right, who else has liked and subscribed? We've got is Isabella who has liked and subscribed. Here you go, sweetheart. Have a nice day, Isabella. Next, who do we have? Lola in the chat. Thank you, Lola. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe, and get your glowing neon names done. Anna, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. All right. Who else has liked and subscribed? Then we've got Erica. You got your glowing name done. Everybody, get your glowing neon names done, guys. Then we've got Carson in the chat. How are you, dear Carson? Here you go. All right. Next name we have is Erica in the chat. How are you, dear Erica? Have a great day. Next subscriber, we've got Junior in the chat. All right, Junior. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to me. Then we've got Scarlett. Thank you, Scarlett, for liking and subscribing. All right, who else has liked and subscribed? I see Shafia. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Shafi. All right. Next subscriber we've got is who's that? Lily. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. All right. Next name, guys. Everybody get your neon names done, guys. All right. Next name is Annie in the chat. How are you, dear Annie? Here you go. Your name has been done, Annie. Next subscriber is Brial in the chat. How are you, dear Brial? Here you go. All right. Who do we have next, guys? Then we've got is Noah who subscribed. All right, Noah, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Then we've got is Abraham. Welcome back. I remember you. Here you go, Abraham. All right, next name we've got is Alia. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Who else has liked and subscribed? Then we've got Rizla in the chat. How are you, dear Rizla? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. You got your glowing name done. Chloe in the chat. Here you go, Chloe. All right, next name we have is Elena. How are you, Elena? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Next name we have is Sigma in the chat. Here you go, Sigma. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Then we have is Corinne. How are you, dear Corinne? Here you go, your name has been done. Next subscriber is Hi. How are you? All right, next subscriber is Valentina. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Your name has been done, Valentina. Next subscriber name is Abel in the chat. How are you, dear Abel? All right, next subscriber name is Ivan in the chat. How are you, Ivan? Next subscriber we have is Sajina in the chat. Thank you, Sajina, for liking and subscribing. Here's your beautiful name. Then we have is Line in the chat. How are you, dear Line? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Then we have is Natalia. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Natalia. Here you go. Next name, everybody. Then we have is Makayla who liked and subscribed. Here you go, beautiful Makayla. All right, next name we have is G1. Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you. Next subscriber we have is Freya in the chat. How are you, dear Freya? Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we've got Kiana. Thank you, Kiana. You got your glowing name done. Next subscriber is Anushka. How are you, Anushka? Your name has been done, Anushka. Next subscriber name is Kiana. This is your name. I've done it. Then we've got Chiod. How are you? Here you go. Next subscriber name is Josley. Thank you so much for subscribing, Josley. Next, who has liked and subscribed? We've got Nathaniel. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Nathaniel. You got your amazing name done. All right, next we have is Olivia. Thank you, Olivia, for liking and subscribing. You got your name done, Olivia. All right, next subscriber name is Leo in the chat. Thank you, Leo. You got your name done. Next we have is Brooklyn who liked and subscribed. Here you go, Brooklyn. Who else has liked and subscribed? We see Lydia who has liked and subscribed. Thank you, Lydia. Next subscriber name is Kusum. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Kusum. All right, next subscriber name is Unisha. Thank you so much, Unisha, for liking and subscribing. All right, next name we have is Zikria. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Zikria, have an amazing day. Next name, everybody. Then we've got Cosmic. How are you, dear Cosmic? Here you go. Your name is here, Cosmic. Next we have is, who is that? John. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Here is your name, John. Then we have is Julia. Thank you, Julia. Here you go. Your name has been done. Then we have is Rima in the chat. Thank you so much, Rima, for liking and subscribing. Next name we've got is Alan, who liked and subscribed. Here you go, Alan. Then we have is Annie, who subscribed. Thank you, Annie. Next subscriber, we've got Dario in the chat. Here you go, Dario. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Next we have is Sarsi. Thank you, Sarsi, for liking and subscribing. Then we have is Sasha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Sasha. Next name we've got is Gilberto. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Gilberto. Have a nice day. Then we have is Sarai. Thank you so much, Sarai. Here you go. Your name has been done. Then we have is Bailey in the chat. Thank you, Bailey, for liking and subscribing. Next, who is liked and subscribed? Alex in the chat. Here you go. Then we have Farah. Welcome back, Farah. So glad to see you. Here you go. Next subscriber we got is Jensa. Thank you, Jensa, for subscribing. All right, next subscriber name is Rai in the chat. How are you, dear Rai? Next subscriber name we have is Annabella. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Annabella. All right, next subscriber name we have is Charlie in the chat. All right, let's change the page, everybody. Here are your glowing neon names. You can take a screenshot if you want. All right, let's go to the next page now. All right, everybody. Daniela first. Okay, Daniela, thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Here you go, beautiful Daniela. Your glowing name has been done. All right, just give me a second. Okay, I'll just do it again. Then we've got Emilia. Here you go, Emilia. All right, here you go, Emilia. Thank you. Oh, I'll do Daniela here. Okay, Daniela, this is your neon name. Next we have is Cora. Thank you so much for subscribing, Cora. Thank you, Cora, for liking and subscribing. You are so sweet. Then we've got is Faith in the chat. You got your glowing neon name done, Faith. Then we have is Miles in the chat. How are you, dear Miles? Here you go. Next we have is Paz in the chat. How are you, Paz? Is Andrea in the chat. Thank you, Andrea. You got your glowing neon name done. Then we have is Olivia as a new subscriber. Here you go, Olivia. Thank you so much for subscribing to me. Then we have Koki in the chat. Thank you, Koki, for subscribing. Then we have is Mike. Thank you so much, Mike, for subscribing. All right, then we have is Jocelyn thank you so much for subscribing, Jocelyn. All right, next subscriber name is Milady. Thank you, Milady. Here you go, Milady. All right, next subscriber name is Alana. Thank you, Alana. Thank you so much. All right, then we have is Cadis. Thank you, Cadis. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to me. Next subscriber name is Baba. Thank you, Baba. Welcome to my live. All right. Who do we have next, guys? Then we've got Hanzo, who liked and subscribed. Hanzo, thank you. Next subscriber name is Diana. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Then we have is Lucy. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, Lucy. Next name we have is, who is that? Cora. Thank you so much, Cora, for liking and subscribing. Next name we have is Bob in the chat. Thank you, Bob, for liking and subscribing. All right, let's get to the next line, guys. Next name we have is Jada in the chat. Here you go, Jada, your glowing neon name. Next we have is Nanek, who subscribed. Next subscriber, guys, we see Seva, who subscribed. Thank you, Seva. Next subscriber name is Miguel. Thank you for subscribing, Miguel. Then we have is Jade, who subscribed. Here you go, Jade. Thank you so much. Then we have is Mason. Thank you, Mason, for subscribing to me. Next subscriber is Steve in the chat. Thank you, Steve. Here you go. Then we have is Chelsea in the chat. Chelsea, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. All right, next we've got Skyla, who liked and subscribed. Here is your glowing name, Skyla. Then we've got is Michaela. All right, here you go, Michaela. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Hi, Noura. Thank you, Noura. Welcome to my live. Thank you for subscribing. Next subscriber is Yad in the chat. Thank you, Yad. Thank you so much for subscribing. All right, then who do we have, guys? Everybody, drop your names, guys, and subscribe for a name. Sophia subscribe. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, Sophia. Then we have is Jan, who subscribed. Thank you, Jan, for subscribing. Next subscriber is Liana. Thank you, Liana. Have a nice day. Next subscriber, we've got Chaz. Thank you, Chaz, for subscribing. Then we have is Fawad. Thank you so much, Fawad, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Ozzy. Thank you, Ozzy, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Ellie. Thank you so much, Ellie, for subscribing. All right, next name, guys, and we have is Lily. Thank you, Lily. Thank you for liking and subscribing, Lily. Next subscriber name is Alia. Thank you, Alia. Here you go. Next subscriber name is Lisa in the chat. All right, Lisa. Next subscriber is Herges. Here you go, Harges. All right, then we have is Zoe in the chat. Thank you for subscribing, Zoe. Then we have is Brendan who subscribed. Thank you, dear Brendan. Next subscriber is Desire. Thank you, Desire, for subscribing. Next subscriber is Mark. Thank you, Mark, for subscribing. Then we have is Emily. Thank you, Emily, for subscribing. Next subscriber is Noah. Thank you so much for subscribing, Noah. Then we have is Larry. Thank you so much for subscribing, Larry. Next subscriber name is Cam. How are you, dear Cam? Thank you for subscribing. Then we have is Grayson. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Evangeline. How are you, dear Evangeline? Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Talia. Thank you so much for subscribing, Talia. Next subscriber name is Violet. Thank you so much, Violet, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Alishka. Here you go, Alishka. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Jackson. Thank you so much for subscribing, Jackson. Next subscriber is Zara. Thank you so much for subscribing, Zara. Let's get to the next page, everybody. Or we can do some names here. Also, Kira in the chat. How are you, dear Kira? Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Yuna. Thank you, Yuna, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Silil. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Ayala. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Ruby. Thank you so much for subscribing, Ruby. Have a nice day. Then we have is Huren. Thank you, Huren, for the subscribe. Have a nice day, Huren. Then we have is Zuri. Have a nice day, Zuri. Next subscriber is Romeo. Thank you, Romeo. All right, next subscriber we have is, who's that, King in the chat? Here you go, King. Your name is done. Then we have is Parkland. That's a different name, Parkland. Here you go. Your name has been done. Then we have is Chloe in the chat. Thank you for subscribing. Then we have is Rhonda in the chat. Thank you, Rhonda, for subscribing. Next name we have is Reddy. Thank you so much for subscribing, Reddy. Next subscriber we have is Lennox. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Ashish. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Krish. Thank you so much for subscribing, Krish. Let's get to the next page, everybody. All right, guys. Let's go, guys. Skyla, thank you so much for subscribing, Skyla. Here is your beautiful name. And it's done. Next subscriber name is Destiny. Thank you so much for subscribing. Here you go, Destiny. Next subscriber we have is Muhammad. Thank you so much, Muhammad. Here you go, your name has been done. Next subscriber, Valeria. Thank you, Valeria, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Lily. Thank you so much for subscribing, Lily. Next subscriber is Marina. How are you, dear Marina? Here you go. Next subscriber name is Young. Thank you so much for subscribing. All right, next name we have is Jessica. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next name we have is Maddie. Thank you so much for subscribing, Maddie. Next subscriber name is Maylee. Thank you so much for subscribing, Maylee. Next subscriber name is Yunshay. Thank you so much for subscribing, Yunshay. Next subscriber name is Ella. Thank you so much for subscribing, Ella. Next subscriber name is Mariam. Thank you so much for subscribing, Mariam. Next subscriber we have is Rose. Thank you so much for subscribing, Rose. Then we have is Valid. Thank you so much for subscribing, Valid. Next subscriber name is Sylvia. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we have is Miles. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole, for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Rodel. Thank you so much for subscribing, Rodel. Next subscriber name is Bishoy. Thank you so much for subscribing, Bishoy. Next subscriber name is Kiari. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next name we have is Dry. Thank you so much, Dry. Next subscriber we have is Ava. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Kionho. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Golu. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we've got Josemary. Thank you so much for subscribing. Who else was next, everybody? Then we've got Noah. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Hackett. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Marley. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is VMT. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Elnine. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Brianna. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Nanny. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Emmeline. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Ethan. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Emilia. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, and then we have is Ivy. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next name is Nazia. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Kylan. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Brooklyn. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Anna. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber name is Jules. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Eric. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Sophie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Isaias. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Janika. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Tony. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Frenzy. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Fadek. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is who's that? Olivia. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Canny. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Elise. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we have is Estefania. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Dominic. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Jushan. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is John in the chat. All right, John, here you go. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Brandon. Thank you so much for subscribing, Brandon. All right, let's get to the next page, everybody. All right. Next subscriber we have is Esme. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we have is Annie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Elis. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Alexis. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Jano. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Ashlyn. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is David. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Calvin. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Nurifa. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Starly. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Adi. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is EV Star. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Maya. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Miles. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Aaron. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Emilia. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Noah. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Etherill. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we have is Luigi. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber we have is Erva. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Chosen. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Beckett. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Luke. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Gianna. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Donald. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Renesmi. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Omar. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Avoni. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Brooklyn. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Jamie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Doris. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Anne. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Kai. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Tyron. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Sean. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Mando. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Minty. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Ayush. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Zylan. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Zenaria. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Vicky. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is John. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Kason. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Alyssa. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Augustus. Is it Augustus? Okay, just give me a second. That is Augustin. All right, Augustin, here you go. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next we have is Luke's mom. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Piper. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Sienna. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Vanch. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Charlie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Leon. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Mila. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, guys, let's change the page. Okay, next subscriber we have is Ada. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Jessica. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Amaya. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Jen. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Gray. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Mando. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Valerie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Card. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Natara. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Jasper. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is... Yeah, sure, Jessica. Sure. Shout out to Jessica, guys. Everybody, shout out to Jessica. There you go, Jessica. Happy birthday to you in advance. Have a great day. All right, next subscriber, we've got Ivana. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Rita. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Charlie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Everybody wish a happy birthday to Jessica, guys. Then we have is Bradley. Thank you so much for subscribing. Next subscriber is Valeria. Is it Valerie? All right. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we have is Grace. Thank you so much for subscribing, Grace. Okay, guys, I would go for a break now. I'm really tired and I would be back maybe in some time. So do subscribe and I love you all. Remember that I love you all and I would do your names and happy birthday to Jessica.